think a triangle. So the person who asked this, just draw a triangle on your desktop, on a piece of paper. At the top, you've got an intranet steering group. On the bottom left-hand point, you've got an intranet operations group. And the critical one on the right-hand side, you've got an intranet users group. You actually get users to form a little group, and you let them elect a chairman, and they very rarely have to meet. But you just have a user group whose whole aim in life is to vet what you're doing, to come up with things that are user-driven, and you get into there maybe some of your intranet associates and your personas and people like that. It could be quite a large group. It may be 60, 70 people, but you're not going to get them in the same room at the same time. And if you have that triumvirate, then you have the steering group owning the strategy, the operations group owning operations, and if they run out of resources, they can go up to the strategy group. That's fairly obvious. But the users keep those two in line, because the users say to the ops people, why can't we have a better staff directory? And the operations people say to the steering board, we'd love to give them a more powerful staff directory, but we haven't got the resources. And if you've got real user demand, it's a very, very inward-looking steering group that won't say, okay, if the users want it, we should consider it carefully. So I think I always encourage people to think in terms of those three groups. One owns the strategy, one group owns the operations, and one group owns the users. And the real trick is you don't keep the membership of the steering groups or the ops groups constant, particularly the strategy group. Because as the strategy changes, you need different people on that board. Also because, frankly, they get boring after a while, and you need some new blood up there. So think of that triangle and keep your strategy group turning over. Maybe just suggest to the strategy board no one should serve more than 2 years or something like that. Get some fresh people in there all the time.